10 things to do in Belarus right now. Ever wondered about a place where you can witness history, experience vibrant culture, and find hidden gems all in one? Welcome to Belarus, the unexplored jewel of Eastern Europe. We're going to explore the top 10 things to do in Belarus right now. But before we dive into that, did you know that Belarus has some mind-blowing and slightly bonkers facts? Did you know that Belarus is rocking the title of the lungs of Europe? This awesome country proudly hosts the Belarusian forest, a primeval wonder that's like the ancient guardian of the European plain. It's not just a forest, it's a living testament to the colossal woodlands that once ruled the plains. And Belarus isn't done showing off. It boasts several mind-blowing national parks, a paradise for enthusiastic walkers and anyone addicted to that crisp, life-infused air. Did you know that this country invented the world's first supercomputer? Talk about brain power. Potatoes are king here. With over 300 potato dishes, you could eat a different one almost every day of the year. In the town of Ivnitz, there's a monument dedicated to a potato. Yes, you heard it right. Belarusians celebrate Dziady, a spooky holiday where they connect with ancestral spirits. Halloween, step aside. The country has its own sea, the landlocked Minsk Sea. Spoiler, it's a lake. Ever heard of a country with no natural mountains? Well, Belarus is as flat as a pancake. In Belarus, they throw the ultimate pancake party called Maslenitsa Week. Picture this. It's the last epic week before Lent, and the entire country transforms into a pancake paradise. Every home becomes a pancake production line, whipping up these golden delights to share with friends and family. But wait, it gets crazier. They take it to the streets. Local festivals light up with pancake feasts that can give any food carnival a run for its money. And Belarusians? They're pancake pioneers, fearlessly diving into a world of creative toppings. We're not just talking about your regular maple syrup. Oh no, they go all out with toppings like poppy seeds sweetened with sugar or diving into a hearty mushroom stew on their pancakes. In Belarus, sport isn't just a pastime, it's a national obsession. Brace yourself for this mind-blowing fact. With a hopping 23,000 sporting venues open to the public, it's like the entire country is a colossal playground. Belarusians are like sporting superheroes. If they're not out there playing, you bet they're glued to the edge of their seats, passionately watching the action unfold. Football, handball, ice hockey, tennis, you name it, they cheer for it. And here's the cherry on top of this sports extravaganza. Enter the tennis sensation Victoria Azarenka, proudly hailing from Belarus. And here's a quirky one for you. Picture this. As you stroll through the city streets of Minsk, it's not just the usual concrete and buildings that catch your eye. It's a burst of vibrant colors and creativity. Why, you ask? Well, Belarus is a canvas for street artists, and they've turned the city into an open-air gallery of epic proportions. Massive, brightly colored murals, the kind that makes your Instagram explode with envy, grace the streets, with Oktyabrskaya Street being the undisputed heavyweight champion of this visual feast. What's the story behind this explosion of art, you wonder? Hold on to your paintbrush. Once an industrial estate, the local youth have magically transformed it into a buzzing hub of creativity. Since 2014, Minsk has been home to Vltava Brazil, a street art festival that's like a wild mashup of Belarusian and Brazilian artistic flair. Belarus had an unconventional brainstorming session for their national animal, and guess what they picked? The European bison is the heaviest surviving land mammal in Europe. Resurrected from near extinction in the 1950s, these majestic creatures now roam freely in the Belarusian forest. Imagine having giants from a prehistoric fantasy as your national symbol. But Belarus didn't stop there. They added the stork, a dignified symbol, and the cornflower, bringing vibrant blue to their palette. Who needs one iconic creature when you can have a whole wildlife superhero squad? Now that we've got your attention with those crazy Belarus facts, let's get down to business. If you're planning to visit or are in the capital city already and wondering what to do, stick around because we've got the ultimate Belarus itinerary lined up for you. If you have not already done so, we highly recommend you subscribe to our channel, as we will be making videos on all the major countries and cities in the world. Number 1. Our first stop takes us to a hidden treasure in Minsk, the extraordinary home studio of the celebrated Soviet sculptor Tsar Asgar, now transformed into a museum honoring his life and artistic legacy. Asgar, a member of the USSR Academy of Arts, created sculptures depicting countless heroes, politicians, generals, soldiers, partisans, and ordinary civilians during his prolific career. A must-visit for those intrigued by the Soviet Union or sculpture. The museum showcases the extensive distribution of Asgar's Lenin sculptures, both within the USSR and globally. Tours, primarily in Russian with occasional English options, provide fascinating insights into Asgar's life. The highlight unfolds in a cavernous room where numerous sculptures of Stalin, Lenin, and other USSR officials create a surreal experience, making it a truly exceptional and often overlooked gem for travelers. Number 2. Next up, let's take a day to explore an authentic Belarusian village, delving into the traditions and agriculture of rural Belarus while savoring local culinary delights. Just 45 kilometers outside the city, the Dudupki Museum of Culture and Life offers a fantastic day tour option, or the possibility to hire a car for a more personalized experience. As you step into this picturesque Belarusian countryside, you'll encounter a working mill, a skilled blacksmith, a potter, weaving machines, and a charming farmstead with lovable pets and horses. Engage with a potter and blacksmith at their craft, uncover the pre-industrial agricultural practices of Belarus, and treat yourself to tastings of homemade cheese, butter, bread, and vodka. Number 3. Get ready to dance like nobody's watching at the Kupala Night festival. Imagine a night where the air buzzes with music, your feet tap to irresistible rhythms, and ancient rituals make you feel like you've time traveled. It's like a mystical party thrown by your coolest ancestors. You'll jump over bonfires, health and safety, hunt for mythical fern flowers, spoiler, they don't exist, and probably lose a shoe in the festive madness. It's not just a festival, it's a once-in-a-lifetime extravaganza of folklore fun. So put on your dancing shoes, or better yet, go barefoot. It's Kupala Night, baby! Number 4. Now, if you're up for a magical night out in Minsk, look no further than the Belarusian State Circus, where circus art has been making history since the late 19th century. Minsk proudly boasts the first stationary winter circus in the Soviet Union, a grand stone spectacle that emerged in 1958 with a touch of Stalinist splendor. Renowned for its breathtaking performances, from water shows to aerial acrobatics, the Belarusian State Circus became a magnet for spectators across the USSR. Fast forward to 2010, and the circus underwent a top-to-bottom renovation, solidifying its status as one of Europe's premier arenas. Nestled on the central avenue of the capital, it remains the only circus in the world with such a prime location. Number 5. Well, a visit to the Belarusian Great Patriotic War Museum in Minsk is an absolute must. Picture this. It wasn't just the first museum of its kind when it opened in 1944, right after the end of Nazi occupation in Minsk, but it was the first World War II museum globally. Talk about making history as it happened. Recently renewed in 2014, this museum boasts 24 grand exhibition halls covering 10 diverse themes, making it one of the world's greatest war museums. Brace yourself for a multimedia extravaganza featuring spherical screens, holographic 3D installations, and even a fog screen mimicking flames. A World War II museum experience like no other. With a spotlight on Belarusians in the Red Army, local anti-fascist efforts, and the over 250 Nazi death camps in Belarus, it's a profound journey through history. The museum offers guided audio tours in English, ensuring you soak in every detail, from full-size planes and formidable tanks to medals, letters, and an array of artifacts. Number 6. Let's take a breather in Minsk's old town and wander across a quaint footbridge to reach the Island of Tears, a poignant memorial erected in 1988 to honor the Belarusian soldiers who sacrificed their lives during the tumultuous 9-year Soviet war in Afghanistan. On this island, a solemn chapel stands adorned with statues portraying grieving mothers, sisters, and widows, accompanied by a fountain where the water symbolizes the tears of a weeping angel. Here's a quirky twist. Belarusian tradition suggests that if a bride touches a specific part of the angel, she'll be blessed with plenty of children. A modern custom with a touch of humor. While the monument was built in 1985 during the ongoing war, it officially opened post-war and has since become a symbol of sorrow for all fallen Belarusian warriors across history. Number 7. Now, you can't visit Minsk without experiencing a night of refined art and culture at the iconic National Academic Bolshoi Opera and Ballet Theater. Back in 1933, this majestic building opened its doors, and post-World War II, it underwent expansions and enhancements, hosting notable socialist realist operas by Belarusian composers. One such masterpiece, Dmitry Smolsky's The Grey Legend, remains a highlight in the company's repertoire to this day. Still hailed as one of the world's most extraordinary opera houses, attending opera and ballet performances here won't break the bank. Tickets are exceptionally affordable. Number 8. Embark on an enriching day trip from Minsk to discover the city of Brest and its standout attraction, the Brest Fortress. This historic fortress, notable for its resilience during the early days of the Great Patriotic War against German troops, holds the prestigious title of Hero Fortress. Immerse yourself in the stories of its valiant defense and witness the poignant memorial erected on the fortress ruins. Following this, explore the charming city center, meandering through Savitskaya Street, marvel at the splendid Church of the Exaltation of the Holy Cross, and admire the architecture of St. Nicholas Church. Before returning, the journey includes a visit to the expansive Belarus Pushcha National Park, home to majestic bison, elegant deer, elusive lynx, and the renowned long-eared eagle owl. Number 9. Nestled at the railway station square stand the iconic gates of the city of Minsk, two towering symmetrical structures that soar 11 stories high, extending a warm welcome to travelers arriving by train. Reflecting the grandeur and opulence typical of Stalinist architecture, these gates, constructed in 1952, exude an air of extravagance and unmistakable charm. Their unique Stalin Classicism style seamlessly blends elements of Baroque, late Classicism, and Art Deco, creating a design that is both timeless and recognizable. Originally serving as apartments for local railway workers during the Soviet era, the gates have since been repurposed to house stores and shops, including a KFC. At the same time, the upper floors continue to accommodate residential apartments. Number 10. All right, night owls, it's time to fluff those feathers for Minsk's electrifying nightlife. Imagine a city where the moon is your spotlight and the stars twinkle in rhythm with the DJ's beats. In Minsk, sleep is just a myth. From neon-lit clubs, where the bass drops harder than your jaw, to swanky lounges where cocktails are art forms, this city is your playground after dark. You'll dance till dawn, make friends with locals who have never heard the word bedtime, and possibly forget your own name. So grab your party hat, or just your party spirit. Minsk is calling, and you better answer. As we conclude our exploration of Belarus, we've delved into some of the country's most captivating and delightful experiences. Yet this is just a glimpse into the diverse tapestry of Belarusian wonders. Whether you're a history enthusiast, a culinary explorer, or someone in search of a good time, Belarus has something special for every adventurer. Share with us in the comments your experiences at the mentioned places and suggest cities you'd like us to uncover in the future. Thank you for being part of this Belarusian journey, and make sure to hit that subscribe button for more travel insights and entertaining facts. Here's to more adventures and happy exploring.